Speaking of teachers, why do motherfuckers who clearly hate children go into teaching? I've been teaching pottery to kids in the same town I grew up in, so I get to watch the same bald, diabetic thumb of a science teacher who tormented me and my friends torment my kids. And this has unlocked untold quantities of rage within me. When I was in 7th grade, I was friends with this pale as a ghost Jehovah's Witness anime goth named Jordan. This teacher was constantly picking on her, and while sometimes she really had it coming, other times he just raged out at her for shit that wasn't her fault. Like, the light bulb in our microscope exploded, and instead of coming over to see if we were okay, since, you know, there were sparks and glass flying everywhere, he yelled at her from across the room like, "What are you doing? Get out!" So while everyone hated this teacher, she hated him. And one day he was being particularly pissy, and he stepped out of the classroom to take a call. Jordan looks at me, looks at the fresh, unbitten piece of pie on his desk, and looks back at me with this crazed grin. And I'm like, "No, Jordan, don't do it!" But it was too late. She saunters up to his desk, grabs the pie with her hand, and shovels the entire thing in her mouth on her way back to her desk. Honestly, it was an incredible moment. Everyone was this bizarre mix of amazed, amused, and terrified, trying not to laugh. And when he came back in, he walked over to his desk, sat down, picked up his fork, and went to go take a scoop of pie. And I swear to God, it was like a cartoon. His eyes bugged out of his face, his entire bald head turned tomato red, and he stood up screaming, "Jordan!" And she was like, "What?" And he stomps over and gets right in her face, and he screams, "I know you did this!" And she is playing it so cool. She's like, "Did what? You're always accusing me of stuff I didn't do." And this makes him so mad. He's screaming, "Don't play dumb with me!" And he grabs the nearest chair and throws it. And these were those nice metal chairs with the blue backs, so that shit was loud. It clattered and scraped against the linoleum, and you could hear people gasping. And she just sits there like, "Whoa, you have some anger issues." And he was like, "Get out!" and sends her to the principal's office. After she leaves, he looks at the rest of us and is like, "It was her, right?" And we all were like, "I don't know, we didn't see anything." And he turns to me and I say, "She didn't do it. She was sat next to me this whole time." And he's like, "Well, until someone tells me who did it, we're just going to sit here." So we sit there in total silence for the rest of the period, and Jordan gets freed due to a lack of evidence. Now, my kids come to pottery class after school and ask me to assassinate him. So I'm guessing he's up to the same shit. So yeah, don't get me wrong, teaching is hard, but if you literally hate children and have zero self-regulation, maybe you shouldn't teach. Let me know in the comments which of your teachers clearly hated kids and what they did to make sure everybody knew it.